Washington's to deploy around 100 special operations troops to Uganda to help local forces fight the Lord's Resistance Army, widely considered a terrorist group. Regional authorities have been trying to get rid of the leader of the organisation for decades. Well, for more analysis on this, let's talk now to journalist and writer Anne Garrison. She's written about this very story on her website. Thanks very much for being with us, Anne. Good to see you tonight. So, after 2 decades, it begs the question, why has the US decided that now is a good time to send troops to Uganda?
Good question. One thing I can say is that if this is a humanitarian mission, then I would like to sell you 500 tons of yellow cake uranium, or convince you that I'm the new commander of AFRICOM, the U.S. Africa Command, or that Cindy Sheehan has a new job remote piloting drone bombers at Creech Air Force Base in Nevada. It's about oil. It's about oil and other resources. This area is hugely resource-rich, hugely oil-rich. Southern Sudan, northwestern Uganda, northeastern Congo, huge oil field. In September, there was a conference in Kenya about building a pipeline to run the oil from this region out to the Indian Ocean. That's supposed to be... Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm saying with everything that's gone on with the Arab Spring that we're seeing in Libya, that we're seeing in Syria at the moment, the way that might all pan out, is this the right time to be doing something like this? If there's ever a right time, of course. But it seems an odd bit of timing, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. And in fact, I was speaking to some Ugandan friends in an online forum last week, and I suggested that they, who have been holding these marches, walk to work, walk to pray, about the soaring cost of food and other basic necessities in Uganda since the beginning of the year, stage an Occupy event so that they would be on the map of Occupy events around the world. And the response was, we're close to having a coup d'etat here, or some kind of a coup within the army, and there are police heavily armed with riot gear on every corner.
I see. I mean,
now, that's not common. I don't think that's uncommon. That we were hearing that during the Ugandan election, which the Commonwealth observers declared pretty much of a fraud.
How do you think this is going to pan out when those special troops get there? OK, it's only 100 of them or so, but it is going to ramp tensions up. Now, eliminating terrorists and protecting civilians, those have been cited as reasons for intervention in the past. I'm thinking about Iraq, thinking about Libya. But often there's a huge civilian loss of life. Are we going to see that here, do you think? What's the scenario?
We can point to what happened last time. In 2008, 2009, beginning of 2009, the U.S. advised something called Operation Lightning Thunder, contributed $1 million worth of fuel, satellite phones, organized and directed this operation into northeastern Congo, where there had just been these huge oil discoveries. The result reported by IPS, the Institute for Policy Studies, was 6,000 casualties, 180,000 refugees. And when you talk in this region about 180,000 refugees, you need to go on and ask how many of those people are going to die, because a lot of the war dead in this region die in IDP, internally displaced persons camps, or refugee camps of hunger, disease, other kinds of hardship.
Anne Garrison, thanks ever so much for your thoughts on the programme. Much appreciated. Anne Garrison there, who's written extensively about that story on her website.
Oh, can I push? I have an essay about this in Censored 2012, U.S. and Africa, Velvet Glove on a Military Fist. Just came out.
I'm afraid we're out of time, but thank you for,
That's okay.
Thank you for showing that. At least you got the plug there. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.